निवेशकों के हित में जारी।
Welcome back. Joining us on the show now is Surendra Mehta. He is director at India Bullion and Jewelers Association. Mr. Mehta, what a great day, because we're looking at higher highs for both gold and silver prices there. 55,000 is holding for gold, which is a 5-month highs, and the silver price is nudging that 70,000 rupees per kg mark. I mean, we've done a low of around 53,000 in this year, and it's been quite a strong, good run-up coming in for both of these commodities.
Yes, absolutely, Manisha. Let me start by saying that in 2023 we might see another big rally coming for the gold and silver both. I personally feel that we are in the process wherein the other countries are now taking head-on with the to the US dollar, like what Bank of Japan did. They forced the dollar index to go down, and that is why the gold prices zoomed up suddenly and crossed 1800 marks. I remember just 2 days back I was on your channel, and I stated that in next 15 days it could cross $17, but it crossed on the same day. That was, I think, probably Tuesday. So basically what I'm trying to say is that the whole world is now into two fears. One is the fear of recession, and another fear which is not very significant, but yes, somewhere down the line it is in the mind, is about the spark of COVID again in some of the countries. I personally feel that this is we might see some correction initially in the first week of January for the gold and silver both, but in 2023 we should look at another big rally, and maybe the gold may touch about $2,100 and silver about $29 or so.
All right. I really hope the people who are making their portfolios for 2023 are listening to this, because Mr. Mehta, when you look at this year as well, while of course most asset classes could be closing relatively on the weaker side to even bearish or negative for some of them, gold, silver, even with the kind of decline that we've seen in dollar terms, and not so much, by the way, for the rupee terms where we are in the positive, it clearly has done better than various other asset classes. For the year 2023, if there was an investor, if you were looking for an opportunity to buy, what levels would those be?
Well, I think even current levels are very good levels.
Okay.
You can, I personally see a $30 to $45 downwards at any point of time, which is normally the market trend, because a market may go down by $25 or $45 once in 15 days. So that is the risk only somebody is taking. But looking towards the inflation pressure turning into recession and spark of COVID in some other countries, I personally feel that we are heading for the big crash in other asset class, and which will give definitely an advantage to the gold and silver.
So you're looking at a $300 of a jump up in the international markets as the best case scenario for next year. What would that mean for Indian markets, for Indian prices?
I personally feel if the in the 2023 budget, if the duty remains the same for which is at present about 15% for gold and silver both, I feel that we can see gold at 63,000 in 2023, and silver at about anything between 95,000 to 1,10,000. That is what I feel both this commodity can give a big run up. And more specifically, if you see just 2 days back, in spite of fact that the dollar index went down, the rupee also depreciated. See, that is the biggest worry for Indian rupees. And if Indian rupees continues to depreciate, continues to weaken, then gold prices will definitely rise in our country.
Oh, well, absolutely. I just want to put those or reiterate those numbers that you just told us. So the gold prices right now are trading at around 54 to 55,000. You've said 64,000 of a possibility in the next year. And
63,000.
63,000. Okay. And silver currently is trading at around 69 to 70,000, and you expect a 95,000 rupees of a target in the next year there. So those are very strong numbers. But you know, the only missing piece of puzzle here, Mr. Mehta, is the ETF buying globally, which clearly has been disappointing this year. How are you reading those numbers?
I think we should wait for the December ending, and we should wait for the central bank buying figures, because whatever information we are gathering from the world market, there has been increase in the central bank buying in various other countries. So first, it normally happens. The cycle is like first central bank start buying, then ETF start buying, thereafter high net worth individuals start buying, and at last the common man buys.
Retail buzz.
So we are in the first. We are still in the first phase of buying. So I feel that ETF number will jump in the first or second week of January.
Okay, I have a final question, and this clearly is about on what would your favorite pick be here, because I do understand that a lot of Indians buy gold. Silver imports into India are at record highs this year. Are intelligent, financially able Indians really buying physical silver as well?
See, look at the silver import. The silver import last year was about 5,800 tons, and currently, I think till December, we are likely to cross 11,800 tons. So where all this silver is going, it means silver. And if you the major reason why there has been so much of demand for silver is most of the silver which is produced in Russia is not bought by the European countries and American countries. And that is why there has been a demand for silver across the world, and specifically in India, because of industrial usage and because of fear that the silver prices might go up higher because of a major Russian silver is not being brought. The import numbers have gone up, and I personally feel that the investor, in case of gold and silver both, should start making an SIP kind of an investment, because that would average out his cost of gold and silver.
Okay, Mr. Mehta, Manisha, thank you so much for joining us, taking us through that discussion. So gold and silver prices in focus at highs in last couple of few months. Markets, that is the equity markets, they're still below 18,100. So the pressure continues. We'll wrap on this edition of Halftime Report Business Lunch coming up next.